Welcome. My name is Thomas. I'm here to share in this video uh, a scenario that I'm going through that's part of my coaching program. So people who looking to start their own tax preparation business from A to Z through my premium coaching program, I specialize in working with the new woman who wants to get started in this career industry of tax preparation and taxation. And so some of the digital products and services that I sell as standalones are included for free for the people who've already paid to enter my full-fledged coaching program. So, for example, when it comes to getting started, if you don't already have taken a tax preparation course, that's included. Uh, the software that we use is included. The training to go with it is included. Marketing strategies and information is included. The tools and resources needed to go virtual and do business locally, all that's included in my full-fledged premium coaching program, which is designed to help you set up your business on the front end as well as the back end. The back end being once you get to the point where you got employees and you hire independent contractors, we cover the back end as well. But the front end is going to deal with daily operations of the business, the tools needed to do uh, work inside the business when it comes to interacting with clients, when it comes to uh, the software, the tools, and the resources that we're going to need that's going to be made available to you. That some of it might be free, some you might have to pay for because a lot of these things, when it comes to starting your own business, you must invest in these uh, situations when it comes to setting up your business and making sure you have all the tools and resources needed. Now, my full-fledged coaching program for the $2,495 that I charge, you'll get free tech preparation training. You get the free software to go with it, training to go with it, marketing uh, training. You'll get the tools and resources needed to help you with how to research different situations that you may come across being new to this industry and having new clients. So you'll get all the things you need. You get the support, you get the accountability, you'll be held accountable for your actions as the business owner inside your business because you're going to have someone to go to and talk with, to share with when it comes to the things that you're going through inside your business. And I'm going to share with you all the things I've learned since I've been in this industry for 22 years, 16 as a business owner, that we've experienced, that we had to implement to help us to protect the business from certain aspects of things that will happen to people that's new, who not familiar with the things that's going to happen because they haven't experienced them yet. So, give you an example of that is that one of the situations we had is where we assumed that everybody who gave us their direct deposit information opened up account in Illinois. When we found out that that assumption was wrong, we had people who had opened up accounts in Indiana, Milwaukee, Michigan, New York, and when it came to looking up the route number, we had the route number in a database that we can pull, but it didn't apply to Illinois because we assumed they opened their account up in Illinois. So we went through a whole lot of rigmarole a couple of tax seasons back to back to the point where we had to implement protocols where now we must ask the client, was your account open up in Illinois? We must get the routing number and account number from the client directly versus us looking up the route number, assuming it's from Illinois. And so that's a learning curve we had to go through being inside the business, being new to the business, and having maybe 3 or 4 years of experience inside the business already. That type of situation came up. Share another one with you, then I'm gonna get into this. Reason this video is taking place is that we're gonna walk through the self-employed aspect of working with clients. So another situation that came about it was we had people who were using direct deposit information that wasn't theirs. They wasn't an account holder. They weren't even on the account, but they was using other people's information. So a boyfriend might use a girlfriend might use a boyfriend, and vice versa. Uh, Before the check come, they fell out. Now she can't get her money or he can't get his money because they no longer talking, and that became a big old mess. And so from those two different experiences, we had to implement protocols and put in place to make sure that wouldn't happen again, to protect us as the business owners, because the implications from that could be devastating if it became an occurring situation. So when it comes to this video, we're going to talk about the self-employment aspect of it. I have a 10 video series on 10 different self-employed situations using TaxLab Pro software that I'm putting together, which my coaching clients get, which is included in their price that they invested in to work with me. And so in this here video, we're just going to focus on the self-employed part of it only and not the whole scenario itself. The video will include the whole scenario itself, but for this video, we just going to focus on the Schedule C, SE, possible 8829, 1099K, and 1099 NEC. And so in this here particular one, Wendy has a nail service. She do nails. She has her own location. So she has a C and a K. And so we're going to look at the K first, because the K comes from credit card transactions and debit card transactions that she made inside the business. And so when it comes to doing the 99K, we hit edit. This is the total amount she received. And then we click on these grid. And normally you would have going down this here, all the transactions for all the months she had business going on when it comes to 1099K. So, for example, if I put in May and a dollar amount and I hit continue, that's boom. So all the transactions she had for 2022 will total up to the 121 597 that I showed you. And that's how that works for the 1099K using this particular software. And I'm gonna hit continue. So this lets you know you haven't done it correctly because the total has changed. And that's because I'm just showing you an example. If I hit cancel, and I go back to income, and I do this, and I delete that, and I hit continue, and I go back to income, and I put in a dollar amount, and then what you want to do is click this here, and all the transactions in this section will add up to the total of the 1099K. This cost going to show you each month they made money and how much. And so that's what you want to have this look like when it comes to the 1099K. It want to match it, the 1099K you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a paper version or the digital version, the 1099K should look just alike once you get through inputting all the information inside the software using this particular software package. And so again, just to show you what I mean, I'm just gonna put in the total as one transaction. I mean, just to show you what I mean when it comes to how it should look, in the sense that the number should match. See, it's the same number because all the entries equal the total of 121,500. So that's how that works to 299K. So when we hit continue, then what we want to do, we're gonna have some general expenses. She had office expenses. She had some rent because she got her own location, taxes and licensing, and she had utilities. Other expenses, she had two different things. We had variety of nail polish colors and the amount she paid in nail polish. So those two, just for training purposes, well, I just put in two because I don't want to make the videos too long. So that's how that worked. So when it comes to this particular client, Wendy Nail Salon, she has a nail salon and preview. that. Yeah. So we're gonna scroll down, go straight. See information. SE self-employment tax on the profits she made. She didn't have any office expenses. And she did have an office use of a home 8829 for this particular scenario, so we're not showing that. So basically, when it comes to this here uh, return, this product was going to show you 10 different self-employed individual scenarios, and it's going to have another video that's going to focus strictly on the self-employment version part of the scenario, because this is designed to help the new person get a better understanding of how Schedule C, SE, 8829, 79K, and 299 NEC works together, because you're going to see a whole lot of this when you start to promote your business and start to get clients. And you want to be familiar with this, you want to be confident with this. So that's why it's important right now to take action on training and getting yourself confident and ready for the upcoming tax season. You don't want to wait till October, November, December trying to get yourself ready and confident for the upcoming tax season with 90 days when it comes to learning how to prepare 1040 tax returns. When it comes to all the information that's covered, you want to make sure you confidently know what you're talking about. You want to make sure you confidently know how to break those scenarios down and explain them to the client on why come they had a Schedule C, why come they had a Schedule SE, why come they had an 8829 office home deduction. You want to be able to break all that down and explain to them why this return looks the way it does based on the data that they gave you. And that's your job and responsibility as a tax professional to be able to do that confidently. And the more you work and train and study with this information, the better you're going to get with it, the more comfortable you're going to feel reading it and comprehending and internalizing it for yourself when it comes to potential clients that you're going to go out and get. And then be able to answer tax questions on the fly. It's going to really help you to close some people and get them to come do business with you for the upcoming tax season. So that's why you want to train and study and become knowledgeable when it comes to the knowledge and skills needed to prepare taxes. So you can answer some basic tax questions for people who might not have a place that they gonna go to next year. They don't have a secure, comfortable, reliable tax professional on their list of to-dos for the upcoming tax season. You might be the one they consider. And if you properly prepared yourself by taking action now, when the time comes, you'll have the confidence needed to go out and let people know that you have your own tax preparation business. And then when people ask you what you do, you don't have to lead with that. You lead with something a little more enticing but honest. And like for me, I tell people I specialize in helping self-employed business owners maximize their profits through tax deductions, which sounds more enticing than just giving them my title. And so that's what you want to be able to do going forward is you want to be able to tell a person what you do in a clear way where it sounds more interesting than just I'm a tax preparer because they don't truly know what that means. If they had to sit down and internalize it, they wouldn't know what this really come up in their head with when it comes to that. That's going to really be in your favor on why they should come to you anyway. So when it comes to my 10 self-employed uh, video scenario, uh, that should be ready by this time next Friday. And so if you're not a part of my full flex coaching program where it's included, I sell these products as standalones as well for people who might not want the full coaching experience, who A, feel they don't need it, B, feel they're not ready, or C, feel that they don't see the value in why they should invest in my coaching program in the first place, which is fine with me because I understand the value of coaching and investing in myself because coaches have coaches, and that's how that's how successful people have to work it. They have to follow and grow and learn from people that's already where they are. I don't follow broke people because I already know what broke looks like. I already know what broke feel like. So it makes no sense to follow something I'm already familiar with. I had to follow some things that I've never experienced before, and that's following people that's way smarter, successful, happier, and richer than me to get me to where I'm trying to go on my journey. And I'll see you in my next video.